Hello everyone, welcome to IndieVoice. Today for this game review, we're looking at a game called RoboQuest, a fast-paced FPS roguelike. It is a playable in solo or two-player co-op. Jump into the steel shoes of a high-powered, hyper-mobile robot and fight your way like you never fought before. The story begins in the very far future. Humans have scattered throughout the desert, struggling to survive. It's looking pretty bleak, until a young scavenger girl named Joy stumbles across something that may help. An old Guardian robot laying abandoned in the sand. She reactivates him, knowing that the Guardian by her side, she may be able to give mankind a fighting chance. Together, the two have explored mysterious canyons that surround them, searching for answers and a way to survive. But there's only one particular problem. The canyons are crawling with evil robots determined to stop them from advancing. Who's controlling them, and what are they guarding within? So my particular experience throughout this game is that it's like Borderlands, except this time you only have two characters to choose from. Yes, I know Borderlands also has the same things just like that, but in this particular case with these two, you only have the robot and the girl to choose. Most people just play the robot. I haven't really played the co-op version of this yet, but you only have two characters to choose from, while Borderlands has like 5 to 7 characters to play from. So the main thing about this game for the features are the tight controls. Play as the Guardian as if it were an extension of your own hands. Controls are fluid, highly responsive, nothing gets in the way of your battle dance. Extreme mobility, so you're extremely fast as the robot, or Guardian as they put it. Progression, jump, dodge, annihilate your enemies before they even know what hits them. Run, fall, and run again. The feature for this entire game is what makes it a roguelike, is that there are no checkpoints. Prepare to keep fighting until you master a level, with persistent rewards to rush you further each time. Choose your path. The game also serves a different type of 3D organic environments, which are constantly randomized to keep you on your toes. Each one will feel different from the last, so be ready. You also have character loadout systems, you have upgrades, custom loadouts. The gamepad is probably what's best to use for this, even though the keyboard and mouse are also very good, but it's kind of a little sluggish when it comes to that point. But I'll cover that in the pros and cons section. So actually that's the next thing we're going to be talking about. Now the pros and cons. The pros are the game is definitely very fluid, the controls are very smooth, the game keeps you constantly active, so there's not much of a time to take a break, especially, well, the only time you can is when you are dead and you have to repeat the entire game and you start there, so you have to recollect all your stuff. There are no checkpoints, it's just straight through. There is no stopping, you just keep going. And then the constant changes of the levels, which makes the game entirely different each time you play it. So it's constantly changing, it's really good, it keeps you not bored, and it's not repetitive. Now the cons. Now the camera is a little bit of an issue, especially when it comes to turning or seeing where the next enemy is, if behind you, or quick turn, followed by the weapons. There are a various amount of them, but all of them seem kind of the same. Then you have the keyboard and mouse. The keyboard and mouse is not too bad, but it feels a little stiff, so hopefully there is a mouse sensitivity, or at least be able to change the loadout for keyboard, but we'll see in the future. So other than that, with not too many cons but more positives, that this game is definitely something to take a look at and keep an eye out for, especially when you have the ability to do co-op and just single player. I do recommend this game. It's really interesting, really like a roguelike, and definitely takes the time to make it constantly changing to keep you entertained throughout the gameplay experience. I give RoboQuest a buy it. It's definitely something to check out. It's available on Steam. I'll put a link in the description directly towards it so you can check it out yourself. Mind you that this game is in early access. Thank you for liking, commenting, and definitely subscribe.